So I'm getting memed pretty hard on Twitter right now. And I wanted to take the first few minutes of this video to just go over what exactly that feels like and what happened. So, if you remember, if you've been on this channel for a while, back in the Canadiens playoff run days, so like a year ago, June, let's say a bit earlier than that-ish, I made a video talking about comments that Bob Hartley made on Montreal Sports Talk Radio. Bob Hartley, former Calgary Flames guy, current KHL guy, apparently he's been learning Russian, which is pretty cool. And the comments that he made on the show were very interesting, to say the least. And he pretty much said that Montreal Canadiens forward Cole Caufield was better than Johnny Gaudreau was at the time. Now, there's a lot of debate from people in the comment section of the video that I made about these claims, saying, oh, Bob Hartley said at the same age. He's saying that Caufield is better than Gaudreau was when Gaudreau was Caufield's age. And unfortunately, when I re-listened to the audio clip that's in the description box of that video, I don't hear anything that's of the same age. He just says Caufield est toujours beaucoup better than Gaudreau, and it's pretty straightforward when he says that. Here it is. Cole Caufield est toujours meilleur que Johnny Gaudreau, and there wasn't anything in that sentence that indicated at the same age when I listened to it, so if there is anybody going out there and wants to transcribe what exactly the quote is, go ahead, do whatever you want. But I made a video talking about this entire thing. Cole Caufield is already better than Johnny Gaudreau, Bob Hartley. And of course, you know, I went out there and I said, hey, this is not me going out there and saying this. This is a video talking about comments that a prominent figure in the hockey world made. And I also made a tweet about the video, because I tweet out every video we make, and I give a little summary in the tweet, and I say, okay, we're talking about comments that XYZ said. We're talking about the discourse that has been going on. We're talking about what everybody else is talking about. And in that tweet, I posted, you know, the thumbnail, Cole Caufield is already better than Johnny Gaudreau. Unfortunately, over the past few weeks, this tweet has sort of started popping up again because Calgary Flames fans are retweeting it and kind of memeing around on me. Now, that's not their fault. Like, obviously, you know, Twitter is fair game. Everything is on the internet forever, so you can go out there and dig up tweets from years ago and still retweet it. And everybody's kind of ironically bringing it up again and poking fun at me, and that's fine, you know, it's okay. I totally understand why everybody's going out there and doing it. But I just wanted to talk a bit about how that feels, you know? I'm kind of sitting here looking at a video that I made, what is it, February right now? So January, December, November, October, September, August, July, June, May. Oh, I skipped one, yeah. So, like, I made this video 8 months ago, and I'm seeing this video pop up, and people are retweeting it, and the retweets are getting, like, tens of likes and all that, and everybody in the replies are saying, huh, look at this guy, what a goof this guy is. And I tried to defend myself once. I tried to say at the very least one time, okay, look, I didn't say that. I didn't say that Gaudreau was better, or that Caufield was better than Gaudreau. In fact, if you look at the video, I say the complete opposite. I disagree with Bob Hartley and his take. The only reason we were talking about it is because it was a conversation point, and that's what a lot of people don't go out there and understand, because a lot of people don't actually watch the videos. They just look at the thumbnail and they're like, okay, let's make our conclusions based off of that. Unfortunate, but, you know, that's the nature of how humans are. And so I wanted to make this video here just going over everything again, because my goodness, there's a big reason why Calgary Flames fans are bringing this up, and it's a very good one. So if we go over what Bob Hartley was saying in that sports talk radio hit all the way back in June, he pretty much said that Cole Caufield was better than Johnny Gaudreau was. Now, at the same age, whatever, you can debate if that was the case. Let's just say at the same age to make things simple. Cole Caufield is, what is he right now? He's 21 years old. So he just turned 21 back in January. His last season, so the playoff year, his rookie -1 year, 2021. He had 12 points in 20 games in the postseason, 5 points in 10 games in the regular season, and he was a goal a game in the NCAA. In this season, I kind of highlighted how this guy sort of became better every time the clock struck down to 60 minutes, and once overtime began, that's apparently when Caufield went out there and came to play. He played his best hockey in overtime. We also highlighted in that video about how Cole Caufield was just so great and everything. The comments were all waxing poetic about how good Caufield was too, saying things like, oh, he makes something happen on every shift, it's going to be great to see him battling for the Calder, and all this great stuff that we were sort of expecting to see carry over into the next season for Caufield. But he was great in the playoff run, and he was one of the more impactful forwards when the Canadiens went to the finals. Unfortunately, in the finals, it wasn't really like that, but regardless, there was still a very impressive body of work that Caufield had built for himself heading into his rookie season, and this year was his Draft Plus 2 year. If we go over to Johnny Gaudreau and take a look at Gaudreau's Draft Plus 2 year, he was drafted in 2011 in the 4th round, 104th overall by the Calgary Flames. So his Draft Plus 2 year would have been, oh boy, let me do the mental math right here, 2012-2013. And in 2012-2013, he actually spent an extra season in Boston College after. He had 51 points in 35 games played, so roughly the same amount of production as Caufield did when Caufield was in the NCAA for his Draft Plus 2 year. So even the at the same age argument doesn't really apply because their NCAA production was similar. It's just Cole Caufield signed with the Habs and he made the NHL right away after. Johnny Gaudreau, in his Draft Plus 3 year, so the year after his Draft Plus 2, yeah, my goodness, I can't believe I just said that. 80 points, 40 games played in the NCAA, he was 2 points a game, and then the next season in the NHL, he had 64 points in 80 games. Then they went to the playoffs, and he had 9 points in 11 games there. Fantastic point production out of a rookie. It's just, for Johnny Gaudreau, he had such a high level of success, and you could debate that the extra year in the NCAA was a part of that. Now, for Cole Caufield, I don't want to go out there and say, oh, this guy should have went out there and he should have had another year at Wisconsin, because, come on, the guy had 52 points in 31 games, and he signed with the Canadiens. He was half a point a game in the playoffs. That's not the kind of guy that you look at and you say, yeah, send him back to college. Half a point a game in the postseason, half a point a game in the regular season, 2 points a game in the AHL. Send him back to college. That is not the profile of a guy that you very confidently say deserves to be in the NCAA again. Now, this year he's at 8 points in 29 games, which is a lot more of a step down from Johnny Gaudreau and his 2-point-per-game campaign in the NCAA. I get it, NHL, NCAA, it's different, but like the magnitude of greatness that Johnny Gaudreau had in his Draft Plus 3, 2013-14, where he was 2 points a game, is a lot better than what Cole Caufield has shown off now. And we know that there's a lot to go over when it comes to the Montreal Canadiens and everybody on their team just playing so much poorer than we thought they were going to. Cole Caufield having this steep of a decline was not anything that anybody could have predicted, and I think if you had to bet every cent that you had on the Calder and everything, everybody was talking about how Cole Caufield had some of the top Calder odds. It was Raymond and Sider and Caufield up there, and I think Robertson had his name thrown around in the mix as well. It was a very different picture for the Calder Trophy when we were looking at the Odd Shark odds back in, what was it, September, October, compared to what it is now. Nobody had Tanner Jeannot doing as well as he's doing. Nobody had Lucas Raymond as far down as he is right now. And Trevor Zegras coming out here and exploding is not really the most surprising thing in the world, actually, now when I think about it, because, yeah, he was always kind of a wizard. Let's say Anton Lundell was a bigger surprise in this context. But either way, Johnny Gaudreau doing what he is doing right now, I mean, we've made it 9 minutes into the video. I didn't even say this once. He's at 54 points in 42 games played. He's having an absolute stellar season. Do the math on this. 54 divided by 42 multiplied out by 82. Gaudreau is on pace for 105 points. And he is a free agent after this season. So yeah, Calgary, you're going to have to go out there and you're going to have to do something to try to keep this guy to stick around, because I don't really know if that's all too likely. Either way, though, Gaudreau has been amazing. That's kind of why Calgary Flames fans are going out there and bringing up the tweet of the video I made back in June, because, you know, we were talking about Bob Hartley and everything. It's kind of funny when you take a look at it out of context, because trying to imply that Cole Caufield is in even the same world as Johnny Gaudreau right now is going to get you a lot of negative points on Twitter. Unfortunately, negative points do not exist, but you get what I mean. So talk to me in the comments, what do you think about this entire discussion? I've been getting memed the past few weeks over here. It's justified, I totally understand it. I'm not mad about it or anything. I can totally understand fans trying to defend their player because, rightfully so, their player has been doing so well. But talk to me in the comments either way, what do you think about Cole Caufield, Gaudreau, the Canadiens, the Flames, and all that. I hope you enjoyed this video, and bye.